Oh, there we are. We are live. I was worried for a
Hello.
second. I was worried.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. How are you? How is everything? So first of all, we've got to start with an apology because we did not do a live on Friday.
Right.
We did have a few things, unfortunately, we had to do, and we should have sent a message to say you guys that we weren't doing the live, but we didn't.
But we didn't.
So we're sorry.
Yeah.
But we're back. We're here. We're live. It is Tuesday. It's 6 p.m. Just gone 6. We are a bit late as we normally are. How is everybody? Hope everybody has had a fantastic weekend. We are ready for another week. And not long before the clocks in the UK go forward.
That is going to be so soon. Times again.
I know, exactly. So that has gone 6 months ago. In October, we were putting them back. Now we're putting them forward. So good to go there. But I hope everybody is well. So what have we been up to? Well, we were out on Friday, and most importantly, we were out on the weekend, weren't we?
We were.
What were we doing?
We were. We went to so basically I uploaded a video last week and it was Toby Carvery video, and it's doing really, really well. I don't know what it is about the Toby Carvery.
Yeah, so we've done, this is our second Toby Carvery one. The first Toby Carvery one, as you may have seen, we did during, well, just out of lockdown. So we just come out of lockdown. And we wanted to show people what the state of play was then. Anyway, of course, fast forward a few more months. We're now obviously full restrictions have lifted in the UK. So we wanted to show you what it was like now in the Toby Carvery. Now we've gone back to pre-pandemic. So it is very much like, as if you have seen the video, it's very much like it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah. And we got there. The only reason why we ended up going, I mean, I had been thinking about Carvery for a while, but the reason why we ended up going was because one of you said that they'd gone back to self-serve. So we were like, cool, let's go see this self-serve. And I know you like to self-serve. So we just thought, yeah. So we went back and it was brilliant.
Hello, Alina. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I haven't seen you for a while. I hope things are well.
But yeah, so we went back and you did your self-serve.
Yeah.
Which was good. And I didn't mind it either way, to be quite honest, because I'm not really one to ladle my plate full of stuff. But my only gripe is they don't give you enough meat. That's my only thing, because they cut it really, really thin. But we got there like quite early, which we said in the last live anyway. So we got there quite early. And so for some reason nobody went for the beef, so I was the first person to go for the beef. And yeah, it was really, and so he cut the ends off, because when the end is more cooked than as you get through the middle, it's like a little bit rare, and I'm not really down for that. Now, the reason why we're talking about Toby Carvery, which is the video you would have already seen, is because
we went on Saturday. Oh, Alina said, I'm good, yes. Just been busy with exams. Oh, wow. What are you studying at the moment? And how are your exams going? I was going to say, actually, because you're, what we know, in March. So are these mocks or are these actual exams for a course you're doing? Just out of interest as well. But I hope you're going well. I'm glad that you're good. I'm glad you're well. And thank you for joining us as well. Really good to see you. So going back to what Kelly was saying. So we wanted to do a comparison. So we went to a different carvery this weekend. We went to Blacklock. Now, you may have seen our Blacklock video. Blacklock is a restaurant, and the one we went to was in the city. Now, we decided to go to a new branch, which is just opened. It's only been open since February. So we decided to go there. In the previous Blacklock one, we went for their Saturday meal. Now, we wanted to do their Sunday roast. So we managed, it was just potluck. They had a last minute cancellation at 11:45. So we got that one in Covent Garden. And so we went.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if it was a cancellation, but Mark seems to think that it was.
I definitely think so. I'll tell you why. So I was going to say, the reason being is because you have to book that restaurant months in advance. And the fact we got it one slot at the very last minute, I'm telling you, that's a cancellation.
For me, I think because it's a new restaurant and it's in Covent Garden, and it's do you know what? It's tucked out the way. You wouldn't know it was there unless. And what happened was we got invited, or we got sent an email to go to their. They did a soft opening.
Doorbell. I shall be back.
There's somebody at the door. We got an email to go to the soft opening, but at the time we were umming and ahhing whether we wanted to go. So by the time we went and booked, all the places had gone. Now Blacklock is a really, really popular meat restaurant. Basically, they do cater for vegetarians, but it's mainly for meat eaters. And like Mark said, we went on a Saturday to the city. Now the city is tucked out of the way. Again, you wouldn't know it's there, but I can imagine that the city one gets busy during the week. I don't imagine the city one to be busy on the weekend. So when I went to Mark said, "Oh, do you know what? Let's go to Blacklock because we had the roast at Toby. Let's go to Blacklock and actually try their Sunday roast. They don't do their Sunday roast on during the week. It's only on Sundays." So I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You'll probably have to do months in advance, so we probably won't get it for another few months." And I was so sure that we would get one in the city on a weekend, because who's going to the city on the weekend? So I was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll look." It was fully booked. Couldn't get a seat for the next few weeks, let alone on the same, we discussed it on the Friday and I was looking for Sunday. Or I think we discussed it on a Saturday actually, and I was looking for the next day for Sunday. So then but on the off chance, I decided to check Covent Garden because I knew that the Covent Garden branch was new. So I thought, if anything, we might be able to get it at the Covent Garden branch. And there was an 11:45 booking, and I was just like, right, let's reserve it for 3 people. And so I called up my bestie and I said, right, drop everything you're doing on Sunday. You're coming with us to enjoy the Sunday roast at Blacklock. Now, she's not been. If you watch our first video, I actually went with my sister-in-law. And so I did ask her to come with us because I would have increased the table, but I think she had something to do. She was doing a few things on Sunday, so she couldn't join us anyway. So I ended up going with Evelyn and Mark, and it was really good. The food was really good, but my only stipulation is I feel that although the food was good and the sides were good and it's impressive and everything else, the beef and the lamb for me was a bit too rare. And I probably could have said, "Oh, they did." When the servers there are so nice, they're so friendly, and they're just nice, friendly serving staff. And I was there, and when she said, "Oh, like, what do you want?" and we said we're going to go for the all-in, the Sunday roast, but she didn't offer us whether we wanted. I didn't realize it came as rare as it did, because like it was quite a bit pink in the middle, and while I don't mind it being slightly pink, it was a bit too pink for me. And so I felt that it just I feel everything, even not the Yorkshire pudding, because the Yorkshire pudding was great, and the crackling was amazing. I think it's probably one of the best cracklings I've ever had, I've got to say. You only get little bits of it. You don't get a load of crackling. You only get little bits of it, but it was really, that crackling was really tasty. I really enjoyed it. Oh, here he comes.
So we're a bit late with the drinks today.
There we go.
But we got our. So what have you got?
I have got a normal caramel frappuccino.
And I've gone for my classic oatmeal latte. Oatmeal? Oat milk.
Oat milk. I was going to get it oat milk, but then I decided against it.
We've not had one of these for a while, actually.
Yeah, it's been chin chin.
So what have you guys been up to? Sorry, did you finish?
No, I hadn't finished.
Go on, I'll let you carry on. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So that was my only stipulation. I felt that all the meat needed to be cooked that bit longer because it was slightly too pink for me, but was delicious. But I have to say, I preferred the lamb, and they do lamb steak and what was it? Lamb steak and pork chop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On the Saturday, and I've got to say, I really enjoyed the lamb and the steak and the pork that they do on Saturdays. rather than the roast. But the Yorkshire pudding was amazing. What did you think of the Yorkshire pudding?
Yeah, the Yorkshire puddings were good. So just from the vegetarian's point of view, for anybody that's interested, I had on the Sunday, I had the celeriac roast dinner. So basically, they substitute the meat with celeriac. So it's actually, now it tastes like it's been put on a grill. I don't know if it has or not, but it's got a lovely charred grill taste to it. Very, very nice. I have a big appetite, so the portion size is a bit too small for me. But for a regular adult who hasn't got a gluttonous appetite like me, it is fine. It will suffice.
Yeah.
I should have done dessert. That was my big regret, because I would have made a good film, but we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I preferred that to the Saturday one, and the reason being is the Saturday one I have the halloumi. Halloumi wrap. Now, the halloumi wrap was nice. The bit I didn't like about it was they put a lemon sauce on it. Now, to me, the lemon sauce tasted a bit like, tiny bit like, you know, when you get lemon meringue, that sort of that drizzle. It was a very sweet lemon sauce, and I thought it was. I'm not.
This didn't complement the dish.
This is just my personal thing, but I'm not. When I have main meals, I don't like to have them sweet. If I'm gonna have sweet, it'll be dessert, but I'm not one for sweet mains, like, you know, sweet and sour or that type of main. So when you've got a sweet thing on it, that doesn't float my boat. But it isn't for everybody.
Yeah,
maybe somebody else might like it.
Like with me, I do like bacon, pancakes, and syrup. So I do like that salt and sweetness, and I do like sweet and sour. So it depends on what your palate is. Do you know what I mean? And I think you felt that it didn't complement the dish. The lemon.
It was just weird. Yeah. Lemon sauce on. I mean, this again, that's just me. But lemon sauce on cheese, on what cheese was it? Halloumi. I was like, but then again, you see people might say, well, that's a national dish, so you know, I won't judge. But for me, not for me.
Yeah, not for you. For me, I preferred Saturday. So we're the opposite. So Mark preferred the Sunday.
Well, hang on. I wouldn't say I preferred the Sunday. What I'm saying is, for the vegetarian option, I preferred that. Ray, hello.
Hey, Ray.
Oh, we did video it. We are going to video Ray after we videoed it.
Yep, we did. And I will. I'm at the moment. At the moment, I'm doing some my study, and I have to submit an assessment tomorrow. So for the last couple of days, I've been trying to create a leaflet, and I'm not really good with. I've created one leaflet, but it wasn't. When I reread the assignment, it wasn't what I thought it was. So I've done one leaflet, which I will hand in, but I need to do another. I need to create another leaflet. So the other leaflet, I have to put lots of things in it. So like lots of what is in the local area, let's say, and I only did one.
Chloe, hello.
Area, not several. Hey, Chloe. So I need to create the leaflet tonight after we've done the live, so that then I can submit it, and boom, it'll be done, and my second assessment will be submitted.
There we go. So how are you guys? What's been happening? Chloe, I'm glad you're well. Ray, what have you been up to? Chloe said, I did not get my nails today, and I'm going out of the way for the next couple of weeks. And then I'm getting my hair nails and add something else.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I did not get your nails done. So you are going to get your nails done, but you didn't get them done today. And you're going to get your hair.
Wow.
So you're having a whole makeover. Where are you going to get that done?
Sounds lovely. Maybe I should come along with you and me get a whole makeover too.
And Ray, are you getting a makeover? Is
everyone getting a makeover?
Everybody seems to be getting a makeover.
What did you? So you do prefer Sunday then? Is my question.
No, I think sorry. The point I was trying to make was for the vegetarian side, it didn't really matter because I could have had either or. I've got to say, what I was trying to say is, if I was to go back to Blacklock on a Saturday, I would choose something else.
Yeah, but out of what you had on the Saturday, and then the Sunday.
Oh, well, Sunday, obviously.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You preferred the Sunday.
To be fair, I would have picked I would try something else on the Saturday.
Yeah. But at the moment, yeah, it would be Sunday. But for me, I preferred Saturday. So I think, I definitely want to go back again. And if anybody said to me, "Oh, do you want to go to Blacklock Sunday roast?" I'm not going to say no. I'll be like, yeah, let's go. It's just that there are other places that for me, like I felt like everything needed to be cooked slightly longer, but it's a new restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a new location, so they may be finding their feet. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it might be something to go and try a
Oh,
Sunday.
Dean's on.
Hey Dean. It might be worth trying a Sunday at a seasoned restaurant.
Yeah.
And seeing how they are. So yeah, so that was our weekend, really, wasn't it? You did a lot of work, didn't you?
Oh God, yeah. I need a break. I really need a break. I will need to get a break. Ray said, oh great. So we talking about on future plans, we're deciding what we're going to do eats wise. So Kelly and I were talking about doing some more videos for you guys on nice foods and takeaway. So we've kind of done now Carvery, but I wouldn't rule out again doing another one, but not for a while because we've done that one as well. So what we're thinking about, what would you guys like to see us do? Would you like to see us do some chains, some more chain stuff, or by chains I mean, you know, something like a Nando's, those sort of chain type thing?
Yeah, is there? Going
No,
going on off what Mark is saying. Is there something that you would like us to try, sort of like cheap eats wise? Do you know what I mean? Is there something that you've thought about and thought, oh, do you know what? I don't know what it's like, or is there something that pops to mind and you think, do you know what? I'd really like to see you guys try that. So, obviously nothing too crazy, because obviously Mark's pescatarian, but I'm a meat eater. So yeah. But yeah,
well, you can go crazy, you can go nuts. You're going to put restrictions on. The only thing, obviously, we probably won't be able to afford is very, very hi-fi dining. But other than that, we would be willing to try those things. If there's something or a style you guys would like to see us do, please let us know. Oh, Bristolian Welsh has joined us. Hello. Hi both. New to the channel. Love your Toby Carvey video. Huge fan myself. Oh wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Do you know what? We love it. We love a Carvey.
We do. And actually, Ray's come with a suggestion: fish and chips.
Oh really?
And do you know what, Ray? One of the things I was talking about, was I not? I said we haven't had fish and chips for a while, so we will do a fish and chip review.
Is there one that you would recommend, like, because I know you're not sort of London side, but is there a chain that you know of and you think, oh, do you know, or is it you would trust us and we would just go to a fish and chip place?
Well, actually, I've got to say, I don't know many chains. The only chains that I know of, fish and chips wise, is Harry Ramsden, which we don't have round here.
There's Gordon Ramsay as well.
Oh, Gordon Ramsay, that's true.
Yeah, Harry Ramsden, Gordon Ramsay.
Why is always Ramsay in the name?
But do you know what? I have eaten at a Harry Ramsden's a couple of times. I ate at the one in Brighton many years ago, and it was all right. It was only all right. But they used to do this. They used to do this large fish and chips or whatever, and if you ate it, you'd get a certificate. I'm sure Dean, didn't you do that? Didn't you?
You still on, Dean? Are you still doing your fish and chips?
It's still many years ago. Didn't we go, Brian? Did you and Tasha do it?
So food challenges we have not done, but I'd be well up for a food challenge. And just what Bristolian Welsh was saying as well about the Carvery, we were just talking about that. I'm glad you love a Carvery, because we really did enjoy doing that one as well. As I was saying before, what we really wanted to show you guys was what the Toby was like. Now, if you haven't been in a while, it has changed. So we went several times over the last couple of years. So once just after lockdown, because we just wanted to see what it was like. And obviously now, because we some of you guys had tipped us off to say that obviously the process had gone back to what it was pre-pandemic. So there was quite a big change. Do you remember that just after lockdown? The queues were so slow, because at the time, obviously the servers, you weren't allowed to touch the food because obviously the pandemic. So the servers would do it for you, and it took so long. But now you're back to self-serve. I do love the self-serve part.
And you like to load up your plate as well.
Oh, and also as well, mac and cheese is new. I've not seen that before, so that was a real new thing for me.
I would definitely like to go on a Sunday. We are going to do another Carvery review, because I would like to go on a Sunday, because I'd like to have that lamb.
Okay.
Because they've got lamb on Sundays. So that is definitely one of the ones that I would like to try and to do.
So Ray said she loves the ears. Do you want to talk about the ears?
Okay, so these are new, and these are also part of the 50th celebration, and they've actually got a 50th card on it as well,
which Kelly kept on, hence that massive great card.
And they didn't do it on the other ones, on the ones that actually got 50 on them. There was no blue card that was attached to it. This is the first one that I've received that's got a blue card on. And so yeah, so I thought, do you know what? It's Space Mountain. I think this one, yeah, this one's Space Mountain.
I do like that the rocket ship.
Yeah.
The actual, I shouldn't touch it really, but the stream. Bristolian Welsh said they don't seem very consistent with the crackling though. Talking about Toby Carberry, crackling is a must. Now this is it. Now one of the things I found is with our local one is that when you go up to get your meat as well, there's a tiny little pot with crackling in. And it's, as you say, absolutely, I don't see it each and every time. Sometimes we've been there and it's there. Sometimes it's gone there and it isn't. So it's one of those things.
And this time when we went, it wasn't there.
No, there was no there.
There was no crackling.
Now, if you saw, we went really early. So we went at the actually opening of it because we wanted to show the whole thing in its entirety so you could see what it was like. Yeah, and you're right, there was no crackling there.
Yeah.
So, but you are right. Crackling for you especially is a must.
Yeah.
Ray said, are they 3D?
Yeah, they are a little bit. Look, you can see that they sort of like, but basically these are 1 of 12. So this is part 1. I haven't seen all 12. I actually have 2. I have part 1 and part 2, and it's going to be a series of 12. So I'm assuming it's to do with rides. I won't tell you what the other one is. You'll see it on the next live.
We will do that one. Because
yeah.
Ray says she loves them. So, actually, partly thanks to you guys as well. So I did say if Kelly gets 2 or 3 yeses in the chat last time, I will buy them. She got her 2 or 3 yeses.
Yep, and he got me 2.
So I got her the 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them.
So yeah, I will keep my mouth shut though for the next one. Otherwise, this is going to be very expensive for me. But yeah, no, they are really, really good. The 50th anniversary. So if you guys are interested, Disney website.
Yeah,
they are doing.
And they're doing 1. So you can get 2 per household, but 1 per person. So if you've done one in your name, you can't order another one in your name. It would have to be someone else in the household. Because do you know what was happening? People were buying like 10 and 20 and 30 of them and then selling them on eBay. So people like me who just wanted to buy it at a normal price, they then are taking them and selling them on an extortionate price on eBay.
Karen said, "Oh my God, those ears look amazing, Kelly. Good evening, dear. Hello, Karen. You're all right. Good to see you. Yeah, apologies for Friday. We forgot to tell you. We were out actually on Friday, but we forgot. We should have left a message to say we weren't doing the live. So apologies for that. I
thought I was going to be out this Friday as well, but it turns out it's a Saturday because 26 is a Saturday, right? So
what are we today? 22nd.
I'm out on the
23rd is tomorrow. 24th, 25th. Yeah, 26th is Saturday.
Yeah, so we'll be here on this Friday. But yeah, so so these are the ears, and these are part 1. Of the rides, and there are 12. This was part 1 of 12. So there I have got 2 of them. So
hi Charlie, how are you?
Hey Charlie. So I've got part 2, and I will wear part 2 on Friday.
There we go. And also Karen, I was just saying earlier on, that was a big thank you to you, because when I put in the chat, those who say yes. 27th is Mother's Day. It is.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for reminding us. So I need to buy some stuff for my mom. But yes, it is. And also as well, like I was saying as well, for those of you who enjoyed the Carvery video, we will be uploading the Black Lot one soon. So we went to the Black Lot restaurant in Covent Garden, which is famous for their Sunday roast. We will show that one to you as well for an idea. Now it's £22 per person. But the sharing platter is, like I said, you have to do a sharing platter.
Yeah. So so there has to be a minimum of 2 people to do the sharing platter.
Yeah.
There was something else that I was going to say now, and I forgot.
Charlie said he went to Central Park in Scunthorpe.
Wow.
So what is Central Park actually? Because I've not been to Scunthorpe, Charlie. Is that an amusement park or is it just a park?
And what's everyone doing for Mother's Day? Or what is it you're going to be treated to if you're a mother? Let us know.
Now, Kelly did do a gifts idea for Mother's Day. However, you might want to condense that a little bit.
Yeah, it's an hour long, but it's just an idea. You know, it was sort of not near the beginning, but we were still finding our feet with regards to editing and all of that type of stuff. But I had so many ideas, I couldn't condense it. So if you watch it, if you're searching for ideas, is a video to watch, and skip through it. Just skip through the video. If I'm talking for too long, just skip through the video and until you maybe hopefully it might spark some ideas for you for Mother's Day.
Yeah, it has some really good ideas in it though as well, so things I would never have thought of. So if you are looking or stuck for something for Mother's Day or anything of the ilk,
yeah,
the video,
just general gifts, even for birthdays or something like that, take a look at it and see. But like I said, if I'm chatting too much in it, just skip along to the different things. Yeah,
there we are.
I haven't done the chapters because I haven't figured out how to do the chapters, but maybe that might be something to look into. So you can say at 2.0.
Yeah, you can.
But yeah, so yeah, and then you can skip to that. Yeah, but I've not done that, and I've not looked into it. But once I figure it out, then yeah, maybe I'll do that to it.
There you go. So Ray Ray's come up with an idea which you didn't mention in yours actually. She says, I'm a sock lover or pajamas.
Oh really? No, that isn't one, because I was doing things on economical.
Oh yeah, low budget. So I think Kelly was doing them for Ashfat. He's perfect for blokes, because like me as a guy, if you leave it to the last minute, oh, what can I get really, really, really cheaply and quickly? You can do that. I'm not saying that's what I do, but that's
But my mum wouldn't go for socks, but she would definitely go for pajamas, because my mum doesn't wear a lot of socks.
So with your PJs, would you go, Ray? Are you thinking real sort of those comfort ones, which are like almost like jogging bottoms, or do you like the proper silk type pajamas?
My mum would always go for the fleece pajamas, the ones that really keep you warm, and then all that. My mum's all about the comfort and things like that, so she would take all the fleece ones, and she bought me something that she calls a duvet day, which is like this fleece. It's like a big fleece, and I actually use it, and it does keep me warm in the winter. And I love it. Yeah.
Ray said, I want chocolate, but try not to eat too much. Well, I think for Mother's Day, I think you would deserve something for chocolate. If you could have any type of chocolate, someone said, I'll buy you any chocolate you want, what would it be?
Yeah. What is your go-to chocolate?
So would you get it Cadbury's? Would you get it Hotel Chocolat? Would you get Green and Blacks? Would you get or something else that you would like? Charlie was saying, how much is Scarborough 2 days ago? Now, I'm assuming that's a video you put in there. I'll check that out if it is. Looks interesting. And did you film Central Park when you went there?
Yeah.
Ray said, definitely lounge set, fluffy and warm.
Yeah. My mum's very much into that type of thing as well.
Have it in your comfort. Do you know what? That's one thing I've discovered, actually, in the evening. It's so nice, actually, just to get into some complete loungewear. Ray said, I'd have a selection box. I like variety. Okay.
Yeah, me too. I do. I like to pick several different chocolates. What's Karen saying?
Oh, Karen said, I'm happy with any chocolate. Sahinaz, hello. How are you? I'm good evening, Mark and Kelly and friends. Lots of love from Sahinaz from India. Lovely to see you. How are you? You well? I'm glad. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. We were just talking about Mother's Day and what to do for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Sahinaz, do you like chocolate, and what type of chocolate do you like?
And yes, now I've noticed you don't use much chocolate in your recipes. So is there a reason for that, or is there a particular chocolate you would like?
Yeah. I mean, do you like boxes of chocolates or things like that? I've got to say, I like boxes of chocolate. But sometimes I like a go-to chocolate. So sometimes I like a flake or something like that, or creations or something. So yeah, so that would be I think my go-to. You're not really.
I'm not really a chocolate lover.
Yeah.
But I will eat it if it's around.
Yes.
But only now and again. But only now and again. Like I said, I wouldn't normally go for it. But I do like the dark chocolates. But I know that's not to everybody's taste. Some people find it too bitter. What I found interesting was I was watching a documentary with Heston Blumenthal, And he said, if you've got really high cocoa percentage chocolate, so you're talking like 90 plus, if you taste it, it's so bitter. But he said to make it taste sweet, don't add sugar, add salt. And I thought that can't be right. But when you try it, it does. It really does make it taste sweet. Ray said, I'm not keen on the truffle style chocolate.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm not a truffle person either. I don't see what the big thing is with regards to truffles, but
Charlie said, yeah, he did film Central Park in Scunthorpe. There you are, guys. So Charlie has filmed that. We will check that out. We will have a look at that as well. Sahina said, oh, I love brownie with vanilla ice cream and chocolate sauce. It's already I made on the YouTube channel. Oh, you did do brownies. I tell a lie. I do remember you doing a brownie recipe.
My friend Evelyn loves brownies. She really loves but she's very much, she likes the decadent chocolate. So like she likes it really decadent, really like rich and all of that. I'm not really one for rich. So I like it. I don't like it when it doesn't taste of chocolate, because you can get those chocolate cakes that don't really taste of chocolate. But I do like it to taste of chocolate, but I don't want it as rich as what Evelyn likes it. Evelyn likes it really, really rich. Yeah, she's that, like the full gatto and the chocolate ganache and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, but I've got another friend like that actually. She really likes it, like really chocolatey. So yeah.
Oh, I haven't done my recommendation of the food for the week. I'm going to go get it. You carry on.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what he's going to talk about.
Oh, you don't know, but I've been having some of it. And it's very nice.
Is it some of it that's going to make me mad because you've had it and you shouldn't have had it? We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, I mean, so what's everyone been doing for the week? I think I've got a couple of plans, but I'm not set on them yet. But the fish and chip one, that is really interesting, and Mark did say we should do fish and chips, so I'm going to have a look around and see if we can find a really nice fish and chip place in London. I think we'll probably have to go on a Sunday maybe, and check it out. So yeah, Mark's been really busy because he's been doing college work and sort of normal work, and I've been doing my college work. I should have been editing videos the last couple of days, but I've not been able to for doing the assessment. And I really didn't want to leave the assessment to the last minute. But whenever I try to study, I really get distracted. And sometimes when I'm reading a question, it feels like, oh, I can't do that question. And then, or I can't figure out that question. And then I have to go away for a couple of days and then come back and think, oh my God, it's this actually. This is the thing. And I'm able to work it out that way. Oh, here we go.
Sahina said last video, it was date cake. Oh, I love date cake. We have something very similar called sticky toffee pudding, which is date. Have you seen it, Mark and Kelly? No, we haven't seen it. I will look at that though, because I do love date cake. I love dates. So it does sound fantastic. So I will have a look at that. Shahina's is date cake. Raver said weather has been beautiful today here. It has been here as well. It
really has.
So my recommendation for the week. Now ice cream. Now this is M&S. If that's going to zoom in there, let me just go there.
There it is.
So this is Colombian coffee luxury ice cream. Now, this is really going to depend on what you prefer. Waitrose do one, which is really, really nice, and it's a Colombian coffee, but it's very, very strong. Now, if you like your strong coffee, go for the Waitrose one. But if you like, this one's very creamy because it's actually got it's got West Country cream in it as well.
Right, okay.
So this one's a lot creamier. So if you think it's almost like you have a very creamy coffee. So there you go. That's my recommendation for the week. That's Marks and Spencer's Colombian coffee. If you don't like coffee, I know you're not going to like that so much. But if you like the strong one, go for the Waitrose. But now normally I'd leave it here, but because it's ice cream, I have to put it back. So I will have to do that. But that's my tip of the week.
Now, he didn't tell me he was getting no ice cream, because he didn't say to me, oh, Kel, would you like some ice cream? Let me get you some ice cream. But yeah, Mark does like a bit of ice cream. Yeah, so I forgot what I was talking about now. But yeah, I definitely want to try the fish and chips. We probably will go and do it on the Saturday, because I'm going to on the Sunday, because we're going to be out on the Saturday. But yeah, I'm loving trying or going back. I like revisiting restaurants, and I know that Mark wants to go back to Inamo. So if anybody is in London or whatever, do try Inamo. You do only get 90 minutes, by the way. Mark and I, we don't really drink anyway. Well, Mark doesn't drink at all, and I might have a tipple every now and then. But we had uh so basically it's all you can eat for 90, all you can eat and drink for 90 minutes. I think it was something like, was it Prosecco or something like that? But I just had Cokes, and I don't know what you had when we went to Inamo. What drinks did you have?
God, I had.
Did you have Coke as
I
well?
had Coke
I
as
think
well.
you had a couple
I didn't
of
have
Cokes.
many.
Yeah.
The trouble is with drink, it just take up the food space.
And you want to go to the toilet a lot.
Exactly. So Ray said, "Oh, we love coffee ice cream. Do try that. If you like the strong one, though, Ray, go for the Waitrose one. They're #1 brand. So they do. There's, every supermarket has the best. Like Morrison's has the best. Sainsbury's tastes the difference. I forget what Tesco's is.
Tesco is I can't remember.
Whatever theirs
Taste the difference?
Yes, one of them. No, that's Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's is taste the
difference. So they've all got their range. Waitrose is called #1.
Tesco Finest.
Tesco Finest, that's it. Waitrose is #1. Their #1 ice cream Colombian coffee is quite strong, but I prefer that slightly to the M&S. But I do like strong coffee. If you like the creamier, you're going to prefer the Waitrose one, the M&S one. There you go. Charlie said, "Oh, does the Toby Carvery in Hull? We would love to do that." Toby Car in Hull. Do check out our one that we went to, but that wasn't in Hull. But is that the best one in your local area, or is there a better one nearby? I know you were saying there isn't one in Scunthorpe, but it'd be good to see if that's your favourite one. Oh, Sahina says, yes, I love Colombian coffee as well. Sometimes, though, you make espresso coffee.
Oh, wow.
Do you ever make that into ice cream? And what's the Indian ice cream? Is it Gulfi? I forget the name of it. It begins with G, but... and Sahina said, Kelly, I love your fish on your. It looks great.
Thank you. Let me just show you.
It looks like a fish, actually. I think it's a rocket.
Yeah, it's a rocket.
It does look like a
That's
fish.
Space Mountain, and this is the rocket.
But it does look like a fish with a distance.
Yeah.
Charlie said, are Sony only starting uploading Central Park video today in Scunthorpe? Okay, so that's the one you were doing as well. So you just uploaded it today. All right, we will check that one out. I will have a look at that one.
I'll have to start editing at some point.
We are behind a little bit.
Yeah, it's just the last few days. Obviously, you're studying and I was doing my assessment. But yeah, after this, get on and do my leaflet, and then boom, it's done.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait for my studies to end because I have so much free time. I won't know what to do. But yeah, no, the coffee one is great. Do love that coffee ice cream as well, and I find it goes very, very, very well with cake. If you have coffee cake or some type of cake, it goes really well with cake. Now,
about cake, the restaurant or the eatery or the fast service place they've gone into administration now, I believe. I think Pret took over a lot of their premises, but there used to be a place called and they used to do like pie and mash and soups and all of this. Years ago, they had a cappuccino cake, and that cappuccino cake was delicious. It was so good. And they used to do a chocolate coffee bean on top of the cappuccino cake. Anyway, they stopped doing it as ever. When these you get into something and then they discontinue it, which really annoys me. Anyway, we walked into we went for a walk the other day with my brother and my sister-in-law, and you wanted to get a coffee.
Yeah.
But so we were going to go into, so we went into Starbucks, but their machine wasn't working, so we couldn't get anything. And then you decided you were going to go and get a Costa.
Yeah.
But then when we got to Costa was closed.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh no. So we then went on to Nero's.
Yeah.
And I walked into Nero's and I saw this coffee cake, cappuccino cake, and I just thought, oh my God, I wonder if it's going to taste like the one at So I have to one day, perhaps even tomorrow, go and get the Nero's cappuccino cake.
Now, we will do a few more reviews on those because we like to do our little finds and then pass that on to you guys as well. So hence the reason why we do our tip of the week. So we're always trying to find something that we've tried hence like the Florentine biscuits, all the ones that we've tried as well. And we try and pass those on to you as well. Ray Ray asks, how's the assessment going, Kelly?
My first one went really well. I don't know about my second one yet. I finished it. The only thing I have to do is create a leaflet. So I created a leaflet, but I misread it because so basically you had to search for local things in the area and do a leaflet. But I did a leaflet, so I researched and listed all the local things in the area, but I only did a leaflet for one of them. And as I read it, I think you have to do a list of those assisted things in the area on the leaflet. And I only did one, so I'm going to keep that and send it anyway, but I need to do another leaflet with several different things on the one leaflet.
But I think we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to do that tonight, straight off the live.
Yes.
So now Ray Ray was talking about the weather earlier, and it was, now here it's been a fantastic day. I managed to get out for a little walk at lunchtime, which I was really glad I did, just to take stock and get some fresh air. But it was lovely. It was so nice, and it really did make me think about how much I miss summer. Now, one of the things I always find is roughly around about this time of year, so late February, early March, by this point, I am absolutely sick to death of the cold. I'm sick to death of the weather. I'm really looking forward to the warm weather. So is there anything that you guys are looking forward to about the warm weather? We were talking today about doing a barbecue. Now, we've not done a barbecue for months.
Yeah, I can't wait. And tomorrow's going to be 20 degrees in London.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
So
I can't wait.
Now, Sahina says, Mark, tomorrow I'm going to do a new video, shoot water with rice and pumpkin.
Okay.
Pumpkin flour.
Pumpkin?
Now pumpkin flour. I've not had pumpkin flour.
Okay.
It's a village recipe. Okay.
Wow.
I will keep an eye out for that, Sahina. That does sound really nice. So is it water, rice, and pumpkin flour? And is that just a few ingredients? I imagine there's a lot of spices in there as well.
If you're doing the absorption method, I suppose the flour will soak in with the rice because it's going to absorb all the water and the rice, I suppose.
True. Yeah. Ray said, am I still working from home? I am at the moment. I am now going back in though, but periodically. So I'm just going in a bit of a time. But I do hope that I can carry on the hybrid working because for me, I've got quite a very long journey into work. So I'm about an hour, on a good day, an hour and 20 minutes. On a bad day, anything from an hour and a half onwards. So having that extra 3 hours a day really makes a massive difference. It really does. So yes, I hope to be able to do that a bit more. So at the moment I am. It's quite nice as well because at lunchtime, like I said, I can just go for a little walk. And when I'm done, I'm done. I don't have to get on a train. I don't have to get on the tube.
I'm just thinking, I can't wait till that summertime comes and I can sit in the garden. Yeah. We can do barbecue. Sometimes what we normally do is we have breakfast in the garden. Yeah, I love we that. Have lunch or dinner in the garden. Love dinner, breakfast in the garden. And it's just nice. Yeah, it's like an extra room and you're just outside enjoying life.
Now I do need to mow it because I've not mowed it since September, but I will be doing that as well. So
yeah.
Is there any little things that you guys miss about the summer? Anything that you like to do? Do you have a routine in the summer? Those of you lucky enough to have a garden, we're very lucky to have.
Yeah, we are very lucky.
Because I lived in flats for years, so that's one thing I do enjoy having.
Yeah.
Although they are quite hard work. Charlie says no, because that's the only one near the place. I live in Scunthorpe, and I saw it in Hull. So you're talking about the Toby Carvery. Right. So that's a new one as well. So is that your regular one that you go to? And if it is, when you saw our video, Charlie, did you notice a difference between the whole Toby Carvery, what they sell, and what the one near us in London sells? Ray Ray's been at the garden already. So you're getting all ready and clearing up. Yeah, we are really looking forward to getting those summer vibes again as well. I have missed those barbecues. I really have done. And it's really weird when I don't know if you guys feel this as well, but when you get into that winter mode, it is just really, getting up, you know, doing into it's cold, you just stay indoors and stuff like that. You've got the heating on, so it's nice to get out. Sahina says, oh, Mark, can I say something? You can, yes, please do, of course. We'd love to have you in the chat. Karen said, oh, I love chocolate. Yes, dark chocolate, salted caramel as well.
Oh, do you know what? Your mum's a salted caramel.
Oh, my mother loves salted caramel.
Yeah, and you like salted caramel as well.
Yeah, I do love salted caramel.
I can take or leave
I've got to say, I do understand the salted caramel. Yeah, sorry guys, I think we might be having a little lag on our video.
No, I think because it depends if somebody's watching it from the beginning, because you can join it at any time.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that for me, salted caramel is a bit, yeah. Oh, but Ben and Siobhan sent me something, but I've not opened it. You were going to open it.
Oh, I forgot to open it.
Yeah, we'll do it on the next live. I'll show you.
Oh, I can go open it now.
Go open it now, and then I'll show you guys.
Put your glasses on, if you'll miss a comment, because Sahina's wanting to leave a comment.
Where are my glasses? Oh, there they are. La, la, la. Okay, so now I can actually see. Yeah, with salted caramel, I feel like it doesn't go for everything. Sometimes it can be quite salty, like you can really taste that salt. And then other times it's quite pleasant, like you can't taste the salt at all. Chambord, was it Chambord and Walker? Like there was these chocolates, and they're like really quite Walker and Chambord, or Chambord and Walker. They're really quite expensive. They do a salted caramel truffle. Now, I'm not a lover of truffles, but I gotta say that salted caramel truffle is really, really nice. It's actually quite nice and gooey. So if you're into that sort of thing, but it is really expensive for what it is. It's like, I mean, I got it on a deal, and it's like 11 or 12 pounds for like a box of 6 or something. So it just depends on, you know, if you're passing by somewhere and you can get it on a deal, and you're feeling, you know, that little bit, you know what, I want to treat myself today, so I'm going to get those little box of chocolates. So yeah, so I'm going to have a look and see what they're called, but I'm sure they're called Chambord and Walker or something like that. But the champagne, not the champagne. I mean, I'm not a lover of, you know, alcohol in my chocolates, so I don't like liqueurs, and I don't like champagne and all of that type of stuff. That's not really me. But if you like, you know, like caramel, I'm very much a caramel person. But I don't like, you know, Cadbury's caramel, that chocolate Cadbury's caramel. For some reason, I really don't like that. Charbonnel et Walker, that's what it's called, Charbonnel et Walker. And they're doing the pink champagne that looks like it's on a deal at the moment in Phoenix, and it's $4.99, which is really quite cheap. But I wonder if there's like 2 chocolates or something ridiculous. Because you know, you can get these like chocolates, they're really expensive chocolates, and then they do them on a deal, and really it's only 2 chocolates inside, and that's pretty ridiculous.
Right. Okay. So we've got a little message here from Ben and Siobhan. Hiya, sorry it's taken so long for this to get to you. Hope it survives the journey. So this has come from the US. Right. Hope all is good with you guys. All is fine here. Plodding along as usual and planning our next trip. Whoop, whoop. Cheers. And remember, you're never too old to drink Baileys. Mm-hmm. So obviously this is the box it came in. Now you're seeing this for the first time.
Yeah.
Do you want me to open it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is for Kelly, so I'm opening her thing as well. So I hope it has survived. You'll be the first to see if this has survived.
I think there's some scissors there.
Oh, yeah. So we will hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll try and open it so you guys can see. There we are. Well, they wrapped it well.
They have. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Ben and Siobhan, for sending it. So this has come from the US.
It's come straight from the US.
Now, I'm assuming you can't get it in this country, which is why. There you
are. Another one to go in my collection. There you go. The almond liqueur.
So what is that? Explain what that is. So this is one from Baileys.
So this is Bailey's, and this is, so if you, Bailey's I believe is made with normal milk.
Yeah.
Right, but if you can't have milk, this is made with almond milk. So there you go. There's a little ingredient thing at the back to tell you like what you can make with that. Let me see if I can get it in focus. There we go.
Oh, Ray Ray's asked, is that vegan?
It's gluten free and dairy free.
Let me have a little look, Ray Ray. Now, the reason why they sent it, my lovely brother and his girlfriend sent it to us, is because you cannot get this in this country, almond liqueur. Now, if Aoife was on, she'd be able to tell us if you can get it in Ireland.
You can. They did sell it here at one point, but you can't get it in the shops at the moment. I've not seen it.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware. Now, please do correct me if I'm wrong. Our almond milk is made from sweet almond oil and almond essence extracted from crushed almonds, cane sugar, and purified water with a touch of real vanilla. Bailey's Almond trademark is deliciously light and best enjoyed over ice or in a chilled cocktail. And it's got some, as Kelly said, it's got some recommendations here. Now, it doesn't say product of USA. No, it doesn't say whether or not that is. Oh, no, it is vegan. It is, so it's gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan.
Ah,
there you go, look. So, yes, any vegans there that are watching, you can, if this thing...
Is your face in the screen?
Blimmin' zooms in.
It won't zoom in if you come out and then go back in.
There we are. Go on, you can do it. Can you see that? There you go, look. So, gluten-free, dairy-free, and vegan. Ray said, is that vegan? Yeah, dairy-free, yeah, vegan. My daughter would love that. There we go. So it is. Let's hope they have it back. You could probably get this online actually. Almond.
You can't get it online, otherwise I would have got it online. I would have got it online if you could have got it online. Because I got all the others online. You get me. You get me, dude. You get me.
There we go. So yeah.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Siobhan.
Thank you very much. It's funny actually. Now, have you guys seen that? Rachel, she missed out at Christmas.
Yeah. If anybody comes across the chocolate cherry, please let me know about the chocolate cherry, because that's the one. That's the one I want, the chocolate cherry.
Do you know, it's so funny actually. If you've seen from when we do our shoots downstairs, we've got them all lined up behind. Well, I've had to blur my camera at work when I'm doing my Zoom calls because it just looks like I've got all I do is drink Baileys all day. They're all behind.
No, because it would only look sus if the Baileys started disappearing and then they were like, oh,
well, I don't know that they see all the Baileys bottles there and just add 2 and 2 and make 5. Yeah, but no. There we go. So if you are vegan, actually, I don't want to. I'm going to put it there.
No, because the radiator's on.
All right.
Imagine.
I'll let you put it there.
Curdled.
Yeah, I'll be in such serious trouble.
After it's come all the way from the US.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen almond milk Baileys before.
Oh yeah, they did sell it here.
Really?
Yeah, they sold it here. It was in Co-op.
I never saw it. Have you guys ever seen it? Now
That's what Ray said. She missed out on Christmas.
It was at Christmas.
Yeah, she missed out on Christmas. Yeah, it was here. It definitely was here. But at the time, I wasn't interested in the almond one. And the strawberry one comes every now and again. They do the strawberry one. But I got the orange truffle. The one that I'm missing. So I've pretty much got double of everything. I don't have double of the almond, and I don't have double of. I think it might be the red velvet, maybe, possibly. But everything, and I don't have double of the chocolate, but the chocolate you can get.
At some point, you're gonna have to start drinking these.
Yeah, summertime.
There we are.
When I'm having my garden party. Yeah. So yeah, when I have my little garden soiree, then everybody will be around to taste the Baileys.
The thing was actually, sorry, Sahinaz, you were going to ask me something.
Yes, you never asked the question.
We're going to ask a question if you're still on. What was I going to say? I read somewhere, and I think I've said this before. Bailey sell 98% of their product at Christmas time. So only 2% for the rest of the year. So it's always seen as a Christmas drink. So it'll be interesting to see if they do try and sell these throughout the year. What are you doing?
Oh no, I was just reading something.
Oh, okay. There we are. But yeah, so there you are. Almond milk Baileys. One of the things I never knew existed.
Yes, I knew existed. But,
so Charlie said, Mark, CJD Game Subscribe 162. Is that? Oh, that's your gaming channel. Actually, I will check.
Okay.
I have checked that out before because I did watch your 2 Minecraft videos, which are very, very good. Raven said, Marks and Spencer do a vegan like Baileys. It's £9 a bottle. My daughter has a few bottles. Okay. Now, funny enough, when I bought the ice cream, I went into M&S yesterday. And they do a wide range of their own brands of drinks as well. I did notice, which I'd never seen before, and they've got quite an extensive non-alcoholic what do you call selection? That's the word, selection. So they do quite a lot of non-alcoholic drinks as well. So if you do want a little tipple, but you do want it to be, I've never tried them, but you know, you want it alcohol free. They do those too. But there you go. Yeah. So good tip there from Ray. So Marks and Spencer do a vegan like Baileys. And they always call it, when it's vegan, when it's non-Baileys, they call it Irish cream.
Yeah.
It's always called Irish cream.
I've not tried the Marks and Spencer's one.
No.
But then again, do you know what? I don't drink a lot of Baileys. I don't tend to drink
You've got
a lot of
20 bottles downstairs.
Yeah, I don't drink a lot of Baileys. But I tell you when I do drink them, when I'm making my cocktail. When I'm making my Barnum and Bailey's cocktail, then yeah. And then all of a sudden they started doing all these flavors. And I thought, do you know what? Let me get some of these flavors. Let me get so then I started collecting all these flavors. And then I thought, do you know what? Let me do a garden party where I invite my friends and we sit down and we taste all these Baileys. So I'm gonna invite like between 4 and 6 friends, I think, and then we'll all have Baileys over ice. I might do some cocktails, do some Baileys over ice.
We're gonna have to film that so those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
You can see. Now I have mentioned this before, but as you know, we've got a whole range of cookbooks. And they're novelty cookbooks, you know, from film. So Back to the Future, The Walking Dead, you've seen I did the pancakes from, the Friends one. We've got quite a few other ones as well, Supernatural and so on and so forth. But the end of all of these cookbooks are right at the back. They do cocktail sections.
Yeah, they do.
So again, if you're going to do these things, we will be able to do some of those cocktails.
And in some of Nigella's books, Nigella Lawson, she loves to tipple that one. There's all types of cocktails now, but I've actually got a Bailey's cocktail book.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. I've actually got a Bailey, but I know on Bailey's website they do a few cocktail ideas as well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to be getting some ice creams in, you know, some fruits in, blending up all of that type of stuff, and then everybody in their glass and everything else. Yeah, I think a lot of the girls will love it. I think that they will be up to trying a few things, and then I can do a shot of Baileys for each of them, or a couple of shots in case they want to make their drink stronger.
Yeah,
because I know my bestie
likes a good strong one.
She's gonna want there's no point in diluting her. She's gonna want it very strong. She'll probably add a shot of vodka to it or something, knowing her. I'm like
Now we did go, and somewhere else we did go as well, but we didn't film it, which we probably should have done. Well, actually, I didn't like it there, but we went to a cake shop, didn't we?
Cafe Concerto. Yeah.
Cafe Concerto. Now I wasn't enamored with it, so I'm glad we didn't film it. But it did make me realise: do you guys have a cafe or a cake shop near you that you recommend?
I think. Do you know what? I feel like it's very difficult with cake shops because not all cake shops sell nice cakes. When I go to Marks and Spencer's, I can usually pick up. It's normally pastries that they do. You can pick a pastry and it's quite nice. And then your favourite cake is the rainbow cake, isn't it? That they do. Yeah.
No, that's one thing I would recommend. If you guys ever get a chance as well, they do a rainbow cake in Marks and Spencer's. It is amazing. It's 7 tiered. 7 tiers. Quite a big thick cake, but that is amazing. It's got very, very. Now I'm not a big fan of buttercream, but this is very, very subtle, and it's covered in hundreds and thousands. What would they call them in America? Hundreds and thousands. Sprinkles. So yeah, covered in sprinkles. So it gives it a really, really, really nice sort of delicious sweet flavour, but not too overtly sweet.
Yeah, for me, Marks and Spencer's. Oh, we lagged there. Marks and Spencer's did a really nice one a good few years ago now, about 4 years ago, I think it was.
Oh, Pavna, how are you?
Hey, Pavna.
Oh, Pavnar said, God bless you and hope you're having a blissful evening.
Oh, we
thank
are.
You. We
thank
are.
you.
Thank you. Have you both been to Sushi Samba?
You know what? I've not been to Sushi Samba, right? There's one in this. There's one in Liverpool Street because we went to the Duck and Waffle, and I think Sushi Samba's next door to the Duck and Waffle. But I was in Covent Garden the other day, and there's a Sushi Samba there. Now, I don't get me wrong, I love sushi, but I don't know if I could eat a lot of sushi. But I might look into it.
So talk a bit about Sushi Samba. Is it all you can eat, or is it
I
just
don't know. You know,
right, we're gonna have a little look into that. I've not heard of Sushi Samba, but I know Samba, you have because you were jumping off the rails to Sushi Samba. Oh, when are you going to go? So I'm planning to take my brother there hopefully soon. Well, actual fact, thank you, Pavnar. We will look into that because we will have we could potentially do a video there actually. For Sushi Samba.
I mean,
oh, it looks amazing.
It looks amazing, but this is the one in Covent Garden. The one in Covent Garden, because you've got the piazza, you see, and it's really nice. So let's see menu, what's on.
And we will show you the picture we just seen from the Covent Garden one. It looks really nice. It's almost like an auditorium. Not an auditorium. What do you call it? Atrium.
I will show you now. Let me see if I can get a big picture of it up.
Might have to tilt it.
Yeah.
Wow, it does look amazing. Right, we're going to show you that now. So that's the one in Covent Garden. That's what it looks like. And it does look really nice. So this is Sushi Samba.
Sushi Samba. Yeah, Sushi Samba Covent Garden.
Which one were you planning on going? Because I think from memory, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're not too far from Oxford. Is that right? Or I might have got that totally wrong. But that does look amazing, actually. The decors are really, really nice. It reminds me a bit like the Chesterfield atrium.
Yeah, their atrium. Yeah, but you know, in Covent Garden, they've got fewer atriums like that. That's quite nice and flowery. And if you have a look in the Ivy in Covent Garden, it's very similar. Although I don't recommend the Ivy in Covent Garden, to be quite honest, because I ate there and I didn't think their food.
You didn't like it.
Yeah, their food was just.
But we do recommend the Ivy Asia. Which is really, really nice. Yeah, which is near St. Paul's.
The Ivy Asia I recommend, and I also recommend the Ivy in Victoria. That's a really nice Ivy as well.
So Pav was saying, I absolutely love the rooftop there at the Heron Tower. It's so pretty, and life must be lived to the fullest. This is very, very true.
That's the one near Duck and Waffle. That's the one near the Duck and Waffle. Yeah.
Okay. Charlie said, he got a like off his video in Central Park in Scunthorpe.
Oh, well nice.
Done. And he also said, I got a comment from Karen, and Karen thinks she was beautiful. A great video at Central Park in Scunthorpe.
Oh.
Check out Charlie's Central Park in Scunthorpe video.
Definitely.
So I know you've just uploaded that one, so we'll have a look at that one too. Pav said, I'm actually from Bedford, which isn't far from London. However, I'm always up there. Whereabouts are you both from? I went to Ivy Asia for my birthday on Valentine's Day, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really nice. We're actually not too. We're just outside. We're not too far from London. We're probably we're southeast.
Yeah, southeast London.
So we're about 30 minutes into London. But yeah, we really did like St. Paul's. So I'm glad you liked the St. Paul's Ivy Asia as well. I think my cousin actually went there for her birthday, and I must ask them, because I didn't ask them if they enjoyed it or not. Actually, I didn't even ask what they got. I must ask my sister-in-law what she got.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. But no, thank you for the tip. Actually, we will have a little look at that at Samba.
Yeah, Sushi Samba.
Sushi Samba, not Samba.
Sushi. But my cousin, he's been, and he quite liked it. And his brother said to me, because it was me and Lorenza that went to Duck and Waffle, which is next door to Sushi Samba. And Lorenzo did ask me, have I been before? And I hadn't been before, but we will try it. We will go and you like the old sushi anyway.
I do like sushi, I must say. Now, when we normally go, one of my favourites for sushi, although it's not so much popular with you, is Yo Sushi. So I do like my Yo Sushi, but you're not so keen.
Do you know what? I do like Yo Sushi, but I feel like sometimes the service is a bit lacking.
Well, to be fair to Yo Sushi, it does depend where you go. Now, our local one, I won't mention where it is.
I've been to 3, And the service has been lacking in all three.
The one near us, yes, that's true. But I think that's just because it's local to us. The one in King's Cross is just so busy. That's why the service can be a bit there as well. But that's really, really. What's the third one you've been to?
St. Paul's.
Oh, I've not been. Oh yeah, we did go to that one. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was a bit there too.
Yeah, exactly. Did we do the one in Birmingham?
No, we didn't.
Where do we did eat?
Did we do that one?
But I think it was. I think
it
was.
Been.
Yeah, I think there was okay. That's yeah, we did. We ate at the one in Birmingham. That one was all right. But I feel like I really like the sushi there. But what puts me off are the staff. It's simple.
Perhaps said, we don't need more successful people on our planet. We need storytellers, peacemakers, and lovers of all kinds. That is beautiful.
You are correct.
Very, very true. Yeah. That is very, very, very good philosophy.
That's why I like doing positivity. I like reading positivity as well. And I like to try to think positive as well. Because it's very, very easy. It's very easy to think negatively. That's the easiest path to go. But to try and think positive is a more difficult path.
Yeah.
So I really do try to, look at my glass half full, not look at it half empty. But it's very easy. It's very easy to look at things negatively. But I don't tend to go to Yo Sushi because but the food is nice. I like it at Yo Sushi. And sometimes I do crave sushi.
Yeah.
There are times I just think, do you know what? I really fancy a bit of sushi.
What was the other one we went to that was really nice in Covent Garden? Very, very quick. It was not Panda Express. There was one.
We didn't do the one in Covent Garden, but I know what you mean. Wasabi.
King's Cross.
Wasabi.
Wasabi's a good one. But that's more takeaway than eating.
And they do heated food there, so they do because avocado, which is very similar to Itsu. And avocado. So Itsu also do hot food, but for me, their hot food isn't as good as, let's say, avocado. And every time I was coming home in the evening, I would go to avocado, and they do this thing where it's cheaper in the evening past a certain time, because obviously they're not gonna sell it at that time. So I would pass by and I would bring you a few boxes of sushi home and all that. And it's quite nice to have sushi, as a light. Do you know what I mean? It's not so heavy. So to have something quite light I quite enjoy it.
Now, I know sushi isn't for everybody, but a lot of these places do hot food now. So it's not just, one of my friends will never ever go. I've tried to convince her to go time and time again. And she always goes, no, raw fish. No. I said, it's not raw fish. Yes, there is raw fish if you want it, but I said there's plenty of other options other than that.
Yeah, they do katsu chicken and katsu chicken and noodles and katsu curry.
No, but she's got in her head that it's raw fish and it's nothing but raw fish and rice. No. Once you've got that in your head, they can't get away from that. I said, no, that is an option, but you don't have to have it. There's so many other dishes you can have.
There was a Korean place that my friend used to take me to just off of Covent Garden, and they do it. They do like the rice and the salmon and everything in a wrap. I used to really enjoy that. Really, really enjoy that. I must go in there again. I do see it in some places, but I don't see it in a lot of places.
So Pub was saying, I went to a place called Rocker in Mayfair in December with my brother.
ROKA?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of it.
I'll let you talk about that in a second. They do Japanese food, and gosh, I love the tiger prawns and butter fried chicken. The staff were lovely. It was divine. Oh, thank you. That's another one. We must write
I'll have a look.
So,
I'll definitely have a look.
Rocker and
sushi samba.
Sushi samba. I think you want to say samba sushi. Sushi samba.
Sushi samba. I had heard about sushi samba, and I have heard of Rocker. I didn't know what cuisine that they did. But there was that, and then who was mentioning something the other day? Bone Daddies.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so that's another one that we have to try. And then I really want to try bao buns. Is it called just buns? I think it's just called buns.
Now we did do one in Covent Garden called, what was it? Something in buns.
Buns and buns.
Buns and buns.
Buns and buns.
I should know that because it's buns and buns.
Buns and buns.
Buns and buns, which is quite nice. Weirdly, they did bao buns and pizza. So two completely different, but the food was actually really good.
Yeah.
You'll see that, I think it was in London Part 1.
Part 1, yeah, London Part 1.
We did a video called London Part 1, so do check that out if you want to have a look at Buns and Buns.
Buns and Buns, yeah.
That was quite nice.
That was nice there. And I think I would like to go. Is it called Flesh and Buns? Is another one called Flesh and Buns. There's one, I think it might be called Bao Buns or Flesh and Buns. But there is also a place that do unlimited buns as well, and I would definitely like to try that.
Okay.
Like trying all different types of buns. My favourite one, because you had a mushroom one the other day.
Oh yeah, that was at Wagamama's.
Yeah.
And that was delicious. So I had a mushroom. I love my squid, so I normally have that as a starter, but they didn't have it.
Yeah.
So of course, when they don't have it, it forced me to try something else, and I did go for the mushroom bao buns, which were delicious.
Yeah.
So it had like had the fried mushrooms in there, but it had like almost like a, what would you call it, mayonnaise sauce in it, but it was very good.
I think it's Japanese mayonnaise. Do you know what? In Wagamama's in, I think it's Gatwick, they do a breakfast, and they do the omelette breakfast with the Japanese mayo, and that's really nice, really delicious. I really like it. But I always tend to go for my normal, which is the other one, which is the cooked breakfast. That's delicious as well.
So Wagamama's, I always think but they do some of them, not all of them, do breakfast.
Yeah.
So it is worth a shout. Their breakfasts are quite nice. We've only ever had it when we've been to the airport.
Yeah.
And there's a Wagamama's in the airport. So I think, is it Gatwick or was it Heathrow that has a Wags?
Gatwick.
I think it's Gatwick.
Gatwick, yeah.
So
I think they probably both got Wags.
Yeah.
It'd be unusual if one had it and the other one didn't, to be quite honest. But I think the one that we went to was Gatwick. Yeah.
So that's a little tip from us. If you are flying somewhere and you're going early morning and you're looking for a breakfast, do check out Wagamama's breakfast. They are nice, and you do get quite a range. So they do their cooked breakfast, but also as well they do various other types of breakfast.
Yeah.
The kedgeree was nice, I must say. I had that.
Oh, did you have the kedgeree?
I had the kedgeree. It was very, very good.
I do like Wags. I do. I really enjoy a Wags every now and again. And my favorite dish is the noodles, the salmon, the teriyaki salmon, and the soba noodles. Soba noodles, teriyaki salmon, and the soba noodles. I really enjoy that.
Charlie's asked, what's your favorite place that I videoed?
Ooh,
that's a tough one, actually, Charlie. My favorite bit out of your videos, which is my favorite place. No, I said place, so I'm gonna say specific place. I did like your Leeds videos. I thought they were good. So if you're talking place, I would say your Leeds videos. However, if you're talking specific place or an actual place in a city, I would say your Manchester City. When you went to the Etihad Stadium, that was my favorite as well. That looked amazing. So the actual stadium would have been the Etihad. I know you went to Leeds Rhinos as well, but your favorite city I saw was Leeds, because I did like your Leeds videos. But your favorite actual place within a city would have been the Etihad Stadium, Manchester City Stadium. Both very good videos, though. Do check those out from Charlie if you want to have a little look around Leeds and a little look around Manchester City.
Yeah, and what's good, his videos are quite quick.
Yes,
so you can really watch quite. Do you know what? It's a little bit like TikTok. When you go and you watch hundreds of videos on TikTok, and before you know it, 2 hours are gone, and you're like, what? And that's how I am. I'm like flipping through. But I like to watch all the dancing ones. They're my favorite ones, all the dancing videos.
So we do watch a lot of YouTube, hence the reason why we're always on it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That one's TikTok.
Okay.
I try not to watch TikTok a lot because I can spend a lot of time on TikTok. But I really need to get back to editing videos, but I just haven't had a chance because of obviously college course.
Doing various things. But Charlie was saying how to delete Burger King video in Scunthorpe. You put on 2 days ago. All right, we shall have a look at that one too. So you've got quite a few Scunthorpe ones actually. I haven't checked out your new Scunthorpe ones because I know you've just recently uploaded them. So I will have a little look and check that out.
So we've got a few places to try, really.
We have, and thank you so much, guys. We really always do appreciate your suggestions. I know we haven't got round to doing all of them, but we will do. We've got a list to do. And we're trying to work our way through. Millie, who was on last week, thanked us for doing the Black Clock one, and we did say to her that we'd been planning on doing the Sunday roast. We've done the Saturday menu. We want to do the Sunday because it's completely different.
Yeah, they only do roasts on Sunday.
Yeah,
and that's all you can order is roast. They don't do anything else. It's roast. They have their starters and they have their dessert and whatever, but the only thing they do on Sunday is roasts. So you can't order off of an a la carte menu or whatever. It's just roasts that they do. And you can order. So like if you didn't want to do the all in, let's say, you can do one roast. So you can do the roast lamb or the roast beef or the roast pork. And that's how you can do it that way. Or you can do the all in if you're with somebody else, or if you are just a single person vegetarian, you can just do the single roast. They don't do an all-in vegetarian roast, unfortunately, but yeah, that's how they do it. But on Sundays it's only roast.
But also if you're vegetarian like myself, or pescatarian like myself, you can actually order the Celeriac roast. So that was the one I had. So they substitute the meat for Celeriac.
That's what I said, the vegetarian.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm vegetarian.
Charlie said doing tryout farmhouse inns is your next suggestion. Oh, okay. Is a carvery pub that's in Hull or Grimsby. Now, I've not been to Hull or Grimsby, so that will be something new for us to try. We would have to do that probably a bit later in the year, Charlie, just obviously so I got leave and can get up to
I'm just trying to think, have I been to Hull?
I've never been to Hull or Grimsby.
Because I think that's up by Doncaster, Bridlington, all that way, and I'm just trying to think. I've been to Doncaster, I've been to Bridlington. I don't know if I've been to Hull.
No,
I have to have a little think.
I have to do some more trips up there. So I've been to Birmingham, Manchester.
Well, my stepdad was from up that way.
Oh, okay.
Newcastle,
so Sunderland as well, but I've not been there. So
yeah,
be well worth the trip. And then you can tell us where's the best to go.
Yeah, there's quite a few places though that I would like to visit in the UK that I haven't. But you know what? It's so expensive to visit anywhere in the UK. It's when you think you can get like a flight abroad and a week's hotel stay with half board or whatever for the price of traveling to wherever it is you're going to, and possibly a hotel stay with nothing included, is crazy. It's mad. It's mad. So sometimes that does put me off a little bit of traveling around the UK.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think it's one of those things though, isn't it? It's the costings as well. Of course, that people. Charlie said there's a farmhouse in Birmingham. We didn't go to that one actually when we were in Birmingham. So when Kelly and I went to Birmingham, we specifically went for the Cadbury's Chocolate Factory. So really worth the trip as well. Do check that out because that's one of our videos, the Cadbury's World.
If you love chocolate, I highly recommend Cadbury World.
Yes, most definitely.
You've got to go. You've got to go and check it out. Honestly, other than all the freebie chocolates that you get as you go along, I think you get like 9 bars of free chocolates. It really is worth just going around the factory and seeing how they made the chocolates, learning about how it came about and all of that type of stuff. Yes, definitely worth going to.
Yeah, Ray, hotels very expensive. Everything's gone up since COVID. Well, of course, they're trying to make their money from the losses, but of course, then put the costings on back to us.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 nights in Bath was something ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, £528 or
well,
something like that. £38.
Yeah, approaching 600 quid for 3 nights. Now
it's 2 nights.
2 nights was oh god.
2 nights.
We've flown to Las Vegas for not much more than that.
When Mark and I first went to Vegas, I think we paid for. How long did we go for? We went for 10 nights. I think it was.
Yeah, first time around to Vegas, we went to 10 nights.
Yeah.
Second time was 15 nights.
The first time we went for 10 nights, we paid £724.
Wow.
Each. It didn't include breakfast. I tell you what it included. For £724, 10 nights in Vegas, we stayed at. That included our flights and our transportation to and from hotel to the airport and the hotel stay. We didn't get breakfast included on that. But it was £724 for 10 nights in Vegas per person. And then we paid, to be fair, that was for 10 nights. We paid for 2 nights, the both of us, it wasn't per person, £538 in Bath, and that included breakfast. That didn't include the travel up to Bath or anything like that. That we paid separately. And it included breakfast for 2 nights for £528.
So Ray said hotels. She said, I looked for a weekend away in Blackpool. They want £900 for bed and breakfast for the weekend. Oh my word! You could go abroad for that.
Yeah,
and that's just a weekend. Oh, Ray.
That's crazy.
That is absolutely mad. Do you know what? If you bought a house in Blackpool, the money you could make from Airbnb.
Mark, who also is on here sometimes, he paid lots of money to go to Canaries. I can't remember where he was going
Lanzarote, to. Was it Gran Canaria?
Gran Canaria, I think. Tenerife and Gran Canaria. He's doing the both, and it was extortionate what he was paying. I just thought, oh my god, it's prices have gone crazy.
So Charlie's given a recommendation. He said you should go to the Humber Bridge because you can walk over it and it's really lovely. Welcome to the bridge. As interesting things, there's an old windmill in Hessel next to the Humber Bridge. Well, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Joe, we'll have to have a little look at that.
Yeah.
Again, I've not been to the Humber Bridge either. And he also said there is a Cadbury's World in Doncaster Village Shopping Centre.
Is it an actual factory, or is it just a chocolate shop?
No, because we went. Funny enough, when we went to Birmingham to Bourneville, which is the factory, that's supposed to be the world's largest Cadbury shop. But that could be a Cadbury shop.
Yeah.
That Charlie's talking about.
Yeah, it might be.
That's the one in Doncaster Village Shopping Centre.
Yeah, because if it's in a shopping centre, I imagine it's a shop. But we went to the actual factory, although it's not the Cadbury factory anymore. But they do use it to to do tours and stuff like that. But I believe it's not where they create the Cadbury's chocolate anymore.
No, right.
They create somewhere else. I don't know where. I suppose I have to look into that actually, because we could go to that one.
Yeah, that'd be quite good actually. And also the Humber Bridge, which is a really good recommendation.
Yeah.
So the windmill in Hessel, which is right by the Humber Bridge.
That'd be amazing as well to actually.
There we are. We do need to get out a lot more as well. So we'll have to do another trip to Birmingham.
Yeah.
We must go back to the Cadbury's World.
Yeah, because I think there's a few things though, but I think we would stay there this time.
Yeah, I think
we didn't stay there. We went for the day.
We went for the day. So what we ended up doing is had to do a really early rise, got there, did the tour, and then came back the same day. But there was an absolute nightmare with the trains. They cancelled all the trains. So we had to do this big long round trip. So we didn't get back home till 1 a.m. Yes, come to Birmingham, says Ray. So Ray,
I'll let you know when we come down.
Yes, and would you? You can definitely give us some tips.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling really brave, you can meet us. You know what we look like.
Exactly. You're not going to miss us. And the other one is Newcastle.
Oh yes, so we haven't done Newcastle either.
Yeah.
So we do want to do. Because I haven't been for years. The Trafford Centre, I think, was the last time I went there. That's not the Trafford Centre. Sorry, what is it? I forget what it's called. It's a massive shopping centre right there. I forget what it's called.
Because Trafford Centre is up in I want to say Liverpool. Okay. Is that where it is? Trafford Centre? Have I got that right?
Sorry, Charlie just confirmed it was a chocolate shop. It is a chocolate shop. Yeah, because the largest one we went to was the one in our video that we went to Cadbury's World.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be the world's largest Cadbury shop. It's not that big.
Yeah, I was about to say. It's not that big. It's not that big, because what I call big and clearly what they're calling big is two different things. Because when Disney, when we went, this was before you and I knew each other, but in 97 I went to Florida, and at the time there was Downtown Disney and there was Pleasure Island. Those were the two places, and they had the biggest Disney store in the world, at Downtown Disney, and it was massive. You wouldn't have been able to. That was really, really big. They don't have when we've been. They don't have as big. It's not as big as it used to be. So they redesigned the whole place now. So now it's Disney Springs rather than Downtown Disney. But yeah, they haven't. They it's not as big as that shop is not as big as it used to be.
Ray said definitely meet up. Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
That would be really, really good.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, we would definitely come down. We haven't been to Birmingham.
Not for a long time. No, pre-pandemic actually.
That was the first time I had ever been. But you'd been before?
I've been before a couple of. Well, my cousin used to live in Solihull, which is not too far from Birmingham.
Okay.
So I've been a couple of times before.
Yeah, I've only been once, which was.
And I had a friend of mine that used to live in Samwell. So I've been to visit him a few times. So I've been to Birmingham quite a few times. But very nice actually, Birmingham. And they've got a Forbidden Planet. I remember that right outside the train station. So I spent a long time in there. I don't know if it's still there, but just out of New Street Station, if you go out there, there's a Forbidden Planet, which is like a geeky comic-y shop, which I went into.
Which I think we did a video of the Forbidden Planet.
We have done Forbidden Planet there's the one in London, of course.
The
Holborn.
Oh,
that was funny. So just very quickly on that. So we went to Forbidden Planet, and funny enough, when we were in there, some guy was in the background, and he researched our video, saw it, and watched us, and he left a comment saying, "That's me in the background." So there's some guy in a denim. You'll see him in the video.
Yeah.
He describes it. I said, "Oh, that was you." Okay. So yeah. Just interesting when somebody actually researches the video that you've done.
Yeah.
Ray said, "Oh, Samuel's not far from you."
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know the area, so
no. Yeah, Samuel.
It doesn't make sense to me. But I only know where the station is because that's the only part we went to.
Yeah.
We didn't leave the station, did we?
Yeah, we had to leave the station to get there.
But what I'm saying is when we got back to Birmingham.
Right. Okay. You're not far from West Bromwich Football Club, right? Okay. Yeah, because there's Samwell and Dudley, isn't there? So I think I know roughly the area you're at. So yeah, you're not too far. You can get to central Birmingham quite quickly.
Yeah, and that's what we'll be in central Birmingham.
Yeah, because last time we came, we went to New Street Station.
Oh, Birmingham New Street,
Birmingham New Street, and then obviously we got the train from Birmingham New Street to Bourneville, which is every sort of 20 minutes, half hour. To get to the thing. Then we obviously came back to New Street. We had a very sort of slight wander around, but we didn't really go into Birmingham. We just sort of stayed around that. But it's a very nice shopping area around there, New Street.
Yeah, because I remember where I used to work before, because I used to do like all the train bookings and stuff, and they were always forever going to either Swindon or Birmingham New Street.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes Dalston. I mean, they go all over, but those were the regulars. Swindon and Birmingham New Street.
Why Swindon?
I think we were doing a project there.
Okay.
We were doing a project there. So, and I remember one of the guys saying, "Oh, it's all industrial around there." I was like, "Really?" Because I'd never been, but I knew like that was your part of the world.
Neck of the woods used to be.
Yeah.
So no, I'm just interested why that was going there.
Yeah, because they did projects there, like. They did projects there. They did projects in London.
Yeah, so Ray said, New Street, Grand Central, lots of food places.
Yeah,
there are loads there.
That's where we went to sushi.
Well, no, I was going to say, and that's what we are saying to Kelly at the time. I'm really impressed here. There's so many places to eat, and I noticed that a lot of people would go into New Street, even though they're not catching the train, just to hang out and to get something to eat. Around there, there's plenty of things to do there, so it's a really, really nice place actually. Charlie said you have a West Premier Inn with the name for the whole Premier Inn. Okay, have you done a movie? Have you done a video on that one as well? Because I know you do like doing your hotel stay. So you've done the Premier Inn, and I know you've done Holiday Inn.
Yeah, me and Eve were talking about going to stay at Premier Inn soon. We were supposed to go in April, but I've got a few things to do now in April. So
you do.
I'm not sure if I can do that now, but yeah, that's what we were looking into. We might do. It's one weekend, so I'll have to have a little think on that. Yeah, I'll have to play around with dates and have a little think. But yeah.
No, go on.
Go on.
No, you've gone. I'll address you.
So yeah, so that's it really. I was just going to talk about the restaurants in Birmingham New Street, and they did have a lot. But you know us, we like going to all these different restaurants and trying different things. But Mark is very much one. He wants lots to eat.
Yeah, I'm afraid that is me all over. So Ray, where would you recommend in Birmingham New Street, or is it not a place you would normally go? Would you go more local to you? I know it's relatively local, but would you not really venture out that far normally? Just out of interest, because we were just going round and round. I thought, oh, they've got this and they've got that and they've got this
Which
restaurant.
place would do large portions?
Well, not necessarily just large portion, but which one would you recommend? What's one of your favourites?
Yeah, and if they recommended one with small portions, would you be all right with that?
Not just for me. This is a recommendation
for
everyone.
Oh,
it's not just all about me.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
There are other people there as well.
I misunderstood.
There could be other viewers on the way to Birmingham. This is what we like to do. We like to share ideas. So it's not just about us giving you ideas, but you guys giving us ideas, and also as well, like Charlie's just given like several as well where to go. With the different carveries.
If you could recommend a really good carvery, that would be actually one to look out for.
Oh, so Pav said Zen Metro is beautiful in Birmingham. It's on my bucket list. Also, Brindley Palace is great, especially for taking pictures near the waterfall. My charity is being held there for the homeless. Oh, wow, you do a charity there.
Oh, that's nice.
That's really nice that you do that. Ray said the pubs on the canals are lovely if the weather is nice.
Do you know what? We went up to Oxford, and that was one thing that I wish we'd have done. Is punting on the river.
Oh yeah, we didn't do that.
Actually. Yeah.
Interesting, actually, what Ray was saying as well, and actually what Pav was saying actually about the Birmingham as well, because we've not again on Brindley Palace, which we've not been to.
No.
So that would be interesting too. But Zen Metro,
I've not even heard of it. Zen Metro.
No.
I
it might be just called Zen.
Oh, I see.
No, it says Zen Metro.
No, Zen Metro.
No, I've not heard of that.
But I think when we come up to Birmingham, these are places.
Yeah.
So next time, when it's closer to the time when we're thinking, do you know what I mean? We'll probably ask questions again. Where should we go and visit in Birmingham? But these would be some good things to note down.
Definitely as well. And thank you guys so much for sharing ideas, because it helps everybody else as well. We can share ideas of good places to go. Ray said, my mum was born in Oxford, Sandford-on-Thames.
Oh, wow.
You are. Beautiful place of the world. Actually.
Really, really like Oxford. We only went once. We went for the day. That was at a time when we were doing lots of things for the day, because like we went to Canterbury for the day, went to Oxford for the day, we went to what do you call it, Kingston. We've done quite a few day trips down to Rochester. Yeah. We've done quite a few day trips.
So Charlie recommends there's a pub caravan park that's near the Hessel. Okay, and that's a good recommendation as well. What's it like? Is it good? What's the food like? Or is it just really sort of for the pub atmosphere you like to go for? So of course it's like we're always doing our recommendations for the London-based ones as well, but we do appreciate the ones that you guys have given us as well, so it gives us more ideas to go to, because we were doing back to our carveries. We won't do just carveries, but we just wanted to go back as well. As we were saying before, we wanted to try and do a cheap eat section.
Yes.
So that's one thing we've been looking into, primarily, obviously for people that want to save a little bit of money, but also we wanted just to check out the quality and which one we recommend. Now, the price difference we noticed from doing something like Toby and Blacklock are quite extensive. Although Blacklock for central London, I think is quite reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, it's 22 for me. This is how I feel, right? So basically, Mark paid £14, right, for a vegetarian main meal, which to me is excellent
for Central London. That's very good.
That's so good. I mean, you would pay that out of London anyway, £14 for a main meal. You don't get your main meal for £10. So normally it's about £14 for a main meal, even out of London. So to pay £14 in the centre of London is excellent. It also, I think it costs maybe £16 if you were doing a main, like if you were doing a single main. So like if you were doing roast beef, roast lamb, or roast pork, with all the trimmings, I think it costs like £16. But if you were doing the all in, so you're having all the 3 meats plus all the veggies and the Yorkshire pudding and all that, it costs £22, but it has to be a minimum of 2. But £22 again for a main meal in the centre of London. Again,
it's funny actually, because is Mark from Doncaster? No,
Newcastle.
Newcastle. So of course, when we often do London prices, Mark gulps sometimes at them because obviously it's so much cheaper where he is. I mean, we've paid fish and chips for the two of us 40 odd quid.
Yeah.
Mark was just saying he would never in a million years pay those prices because you get it almost half price for that.
But the fish in itself is almost £10.
Yeah, here in London. So London is very expensive.
Very expensive.
And I have noticed that when I go anywhere outside of London. I went to see my friends in Wales. And it's so much cheaper than London. So much cheaper.
I think a lot of places are cheaper than London. But do you know what though? I think a lot of cities are still expensive. A lot of cities in the UK are still expensive. I mean, just to book a room somewhere is it is expensive. So
the only place you've got guaranteed low prices is somewhere like McDonald's or chains like that. They have standard prices all around the UK. Ray said there's a mailbox too. There's nice places as well.
There's what?
The mailbox.
Oh,
not heard of that.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
The mailbox. I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do. So we've got a low list now. We've got to look at.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna take a look at all of them, but I think we definitely do want to do a trip away. I think Birmingham is a real good possibility. And because when we went, I didn't go outside the station, or I don't remember going outside the station anyway, other than going to Cadbury World and then coming back. And then eating inside the station. I think because the thing was, we ate inside the station and we went to the Whittards inside the station as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got quite a few pieces there.
Yeah. So that's all I remember. I don't remember going outside. So I think that, and I do remember there were a load of cancellations. So definitely, I think Birmingham is a strong possibility.
Oh, so Pab said, I'm taking my mother to Farmhouse in Coventry on Mother's Day this Sunday. I cannot wait. They also have a waterfall outside too. Great atmosphere and great dishes with special coloured mocktails.
Oh, wow. Do you know what? I love a mocktail. I know. But do you know what? Sometimes I do feel for the mocktails, they're a little bit overpriced.
They can, because sometimes they are almost the same price.
Yeah, almost. But I do love a mocktail. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I like cocktails as well. Not too many though, because sometimes the alcohol is a bit too strong for me. So I don't like anything where I don't like when you can taste the alcohol. But my friend Eve specifically likes it where you can taste the alcohol. If she can't taste the alcohol, she's saying it's too weak. But I specifically want it where you can't taste the alcohol. I don't mind the subtleness of it, but I don't want to taste the alcohol. I just want to enjoy the drink for what it is. But more often than not, I'm happy with a mocktail.
So if you guys are booking somewhere for Mother's Day, a very good point, Pav. Make sure you do it as soon as you can, because they will be fully booked.
Well, I'll be shocked if they're not fully booked by now.
Well, not all places will, but I think you still will.
Yeah, you will still get. I mean, but you will. I mean, today's Tuesday, so if you need to book something, best book it today. Because Mother's Day is only Sunday.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing how these places get. I can guarantee you the Toby Carvery will be absolutely full. That will be absolutely fully booked.
Because they sent me an email last week about booking something for Mother's Day, but it's busy. It's busy as it is on a Sunday, so I can only imagine on Mother's Day it's going to be packed.
Yeah, it will be absolutely rammed.
It's going to be so busy there. But there are other carvery places that I would like to try, to be quite honest. But I do love the potatoes that they do at Toby.
Yeah, we keep going back to carvery. Sorry, that was me doing that as well. But just the very good point there as well. But I really hope you have a fantastic time actually in the farmhouse.
Let us know. Let us know how the food is when you go. Let us know how it is, and let us know how the mocktails are and what type of mocktails they do. Ray
said, I'm not sure if it still runs, but I used to book the Megabus to and from London was very cheap, £5 to £10.
Yeah, I know the megabus, but you wouldn't be able to take the megabus because it's quite a long journey.
Oh, does it go around the houses a little bit?
No, but you can't take a coach and things like that.
I've got to be honest, I get travel sick quite a lot, so I tend to try and go by rail just purely because it doesn't affect me as much. But that's really good value.
Yeah, if we were going to take the National Express or megabus or something like that, it would be cheaper than taking the train.
Oh, God, yeah.
But we've got the Two Together railway pass, so it gives us a third off on trains anyway. So that's what we would use.
Yeah, so if you are a couple, I would definitely recommend getting the rail pass. Is it 2 for 3?
It's 2 together.
2 together, sorry, rail pass. So the idea is that you as a couple will get it. You will save money on your very first journey.
Yeah.
So even if you just do one journey, it is worth doing.
It costs £30 for the year, and then throughout the year you get a third off. Like all the rail, all the rail tickets that you buy, you get a third off, so that's pretty good, to be quite honest.
Charlie said Phoenix Palace should be Scarborough and Castle, and there's a fun fair, and a cinema and a water park. There's a couple of nice shopping centres, as the Grand Hotel is a very nice place.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It sounds like I went to a place, Bognor Regis. Do you know what? I was trying to remember the place that I went to. So I've been to Skegness, right? I went to the Butlins in Skegness. The other Butlins that I went to was in Bognor Regis, and in Bognor Regis, which was one of the better ones, you had a cinema there. That was the first time I had a massage there. I never had a massage before, and my mum paid for us to have a massage at the Bognor Regis one. Yeah, and that was quite a good place, really. That was quite a good. I don't know if it's good now, but it was good, like 20 odd years ago.
Oh, it's just one of those things, isn't it, when you do those things, like you say, places then. And you always remember it, and you're hoping it's going to be just the same as it was back then.
And sometimes it really isn't.
But this is what I was saying as well. When we went to Brighton as well, the one thing that shocked me was the number, I said this last time, was the number of ice cream parlours that had opened. Really popular. Now, I do not remember those, or don't remember as many being so prevalent.
Well, I don't remember that even when we went this time. I don't remember that there was loads, but I do remember one that was open quite late, which didn't exist before. That didn't exist before, and there was so many. What I did notice was so many eateries.
Yeah, exactly. So it's become
so
it's the
many
popular
eateries,
thing.
Yeah. It's like a mini London down there. There's so many things to visit, so many things to see, so many restaurants to try, so many different. And what's good is they're all close to each other, so you can just go like every night. You could try a different restaurant.
Karen says she loves the lanes in Brighton, and we do too. Yeah. We really do like the lanes as well. And actual fact, when we went to our Brighton trip on our video, we didn't spend a lot of time in the lanes, which we probably should have done.
Well, now they have two types of lanes. So they have like the trendy part where all the restaurants and stuff are, like the newer part, and then they have the old part, which I'm assuming you mean the old part of the lanes, where you have all those independent little boutiques and all the independent eateries and all of that stuff. We went there. We walked there at night, but we didn't go into any of the shops because all the shops were closed.
Yeah.
But we did get bubble tea there.
Yes, we did get bubble tea.
Yeah, we got bubble tea there. But we would have spent more time had we got down there early enough the first day.
Yeah.
That was sort of put the thing out of joint, really. But I managed to pop to the shopping mall, which the shopping mall was like really big, but that hill that you have to walk up to get to that shopping mall is like, oh my goodness. But once you're there, it's all right. And walking down is fine. It's just walking up to that hill. I'm just thinking, oh my God, I've got to walk up that hill. To be fair, it's not like the hill in Lanzarote, because they call that Cardiac Hill. That hill is mad. Mad.
Actually, so Charlie said, I just went to Minehead in Butlins, and that leads to a heart attack, where they, that's where they do a very long time since that happened. Oh gosh.
Oh.
I hope there's nothing serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, Minehead in Butlins. I've not. Do you know that's one place I've not been is Butlins.
I've been to a few of them.
Karen said yes. The old lanes haven't been there for years now. Probably changed a lot. It has. Do you know what struck me? with the lanes was how many independent coffee stores there are.
Yeah.
Loads. I don't know why that is, if there's like a grant to do all these things as well, but bubble tea and independent coffee stores, you've got lots. Of course, you've got all the little quirky shops, as you know.
Yeah, because but you've also got the chains there as well. I don't know how they're all surviving. Do you know what I mean?
Don't. But every other shop is a coffee shop.
Because a friend of mine wanted to open a coffee shop, and I explained that, but you're going to be in competition with, like, Starbucks and Prayer and Costa and all of that. And she goes, oh yeah, but my one is totally different. Right, her theming is totally different, which is fair enough. However, if you are selling tea, coffee, or sandwiches or cake or whatever, you are in direct competition with Starbucks. It doesn't matter what your theming is. It doesn't matter if your coffee shop is different or whatever. You are still in competition. So unless you come up with a hook or a something that is completely different in that, or you're going to specialize in something, you are directly competing with all of these places. You have to create something that is going to bring business into your place over going to the other places that are around. So when you go to Brighton, and Brighton is not massive, it's small, but you got, is it Knoops or Noops? I don't know how they're pronouncing it. Noops, Knoops, or whatever it is. And then you've got your Starbucks, and then you've got your Costa, and then you've got your Pret, you've got your Nero's, you've got your Joe and the Juice, and then you've got all the independents.
There are loads. I'm actually surprised, and people are quite faithful to the locals as well. So they don't all go to Starbucks.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, the locals.
And I noticed that the chains pretty much are in the centre shopping area rather than the lanes. But there is one or two in the lanes.
There are one or two, because you've even got Wagamama's in the lanes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Karen said, used to love the old charity shops for a good nose around. Do you know what's nice as well, Karen? What they tend to do is they set their stores out outside the shops as well, so you can have a quick look at the store, and if you're interested, then obviously go in as well.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you don't actually have to go into the shop. You can actually see all their wares and tears on the outside.
I do like. We went into a couple of charity shops on the weekend. I think we went into one or two.
Yeah.
But I quite like going into charity shops. There was one time we used to go down on the weekend and wander in and out. We haven't done that for a while.
No, we haven't actually.
We should do that. And I like wandering in and out of the charity shops and stuff. I like seeing but then I do tend to buy things, and sometimes it's not always a good thing that I.
Well, you end up buying stuff you don't need.
Didn't you buy a shirt in there?
What, charity shop?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think you did. You bought a shirt or something. You really liked it. I want to say it's a map shirt. An Atlas shirt.
No. That was in Mauritius. I bought that.
Oh right.
No. No, that was years ago.
Oh, okay.
Ray said we got coffee shop. Three's vegan place does very well.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think now, niche. You really do have to be. If you don't want to compete with all the others, because sometimes I don't know, like I often think, like, if we were to open, not that I would, because listen, owning your own business, right, that deals with any type of food, I mean, owning your own business is busy anyway, but I just think the amount of work and hours you would have to put into your new restaurant or tea room or whatever would be crazy over time.
Early morning starts to get all the punters in the morning, and then you'd have to stay till late for people coming out. But worth it.
It's definitely worth it, but I think you would definitely have to have the energy.
Hello.
Hey Ivy,
how are you?
I hope you're well. We haven't seen you for a little while.
No, she said, oh my god, hi guys, finally. Oh, Karen's got to go. Lovely evening. We'll be back on Friday night. Good. We hope to see you then.
We'll hope to see you then. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye, Karen.
How are you, Ivy? You well?
Yeah, I hope you are. But yeah, I think owning your own business is hard work, and I often think that if we did, it's all pie in the sky, because I don't think I'd commit to doing all the hours and stuff like that. But if we were to own a business, what would be our niche business in order to compete with people in the area and stuff like that? So
coffee shop always think. Ivy said, I haven't had a chance to see you guys on the live. How are you both?
We are good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah,
thank you. I hope you're well too.
Oh, Riri said I'm going to pop off and watch Bake Off. Is it back on?
Is Bake Off back on?
Take care.
Oh, take care. But I'm going to need to go to watch Bake Off because that's going to start at 8. But it won't. We'll stay on for a few more minutes. Yeah. We've got another 10 minutes.
Yeah, we are well, thank you, Ivy. Really, really good. And how are you been? You've been okay? Good to see you.
Yes. What have you been up to?
Yes.
We were just talking about sort of like eateries and food places. Is there anywhere that you would suggest? Especially from your part of the world. I can't remember where you're from now, Ivy. I'm trying to remember where everybody is from. But yeah, we were talking. I mean, Ray was recommending a couple of places where she is, and Pavnar recommended a couple of places in London, and we're thinking about we might try Sushi Samba. And what was the other one? There was another place, Sushi Samba, and
Birmingham. Ivy's Birmingham. We were talking about Birmingham.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about Birmingham.
We were saying how lovely the shops were in New Street.
In Birmingham New Street. Yeah.
So we got off the train on Birmingham New Street, then got the train to Bourneville to go to the Cadbury's chocolate factory. But while we were in Birmingham New Street, we went to looking around, went to the shops, and we went to a couple of the restaurants. But really nice as well. Charlie asked, Mark, what's your favourite theme park or holiday park? For me, Charlie, my favourite has got to be, and it's leader of the pack, is in Florida, is Universal Studios. Absolutely.
Studios or Islands of Adventure?
Well, no, it's the same park.
It's not the same park. There's two parks. One is Studios and one is Islands of Adventure.
I'm going to go for...
I'm surprised you didn't go for Hollywood Studios.
Studios, yeah. I would say
Studios. No, Hollywood Studios, the Disney one.
No, well, I haven't been back since it's been remade.
Yeah, I'm shocked you didn't go for that one. Especially with all the Star Wars.
Oh, poor Ivy. It's lovely that I'm good. I have COVID, and so does my 2-year-old. Oh no. I've been really sick and still poorly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, was it you that was telling me that you had caught COVID and so had your little one? Who I was?
No, that was somebody else. That was.
I was talking to someone. I'm sure I was talking to someone over. Maybe I wasn't talking. Maybe I haven't spoken to you over email.
I don't think it was Ivy. I'm so sorry to hear that because I know Ray had it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and her daughter. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. I hope it's not the original strain. And
so Kelly and I had it back in March 2020.
It didn't affect Mark really.
No, I had a sniffle. That was it. Kelly had it. Really
he just felt tired.
I felt really, really tired.
I was bedbound.
Yeah, Kelly was really sick.
I was really, really sick. Couldn't even get up from the bed.
Oh, it's absolutely awful. She said day 7 and still struggling.
Oh no.
Plenty of fluids. Just keep relaxing.
The thing that I can really recommend is water. Because what a lot of people don't understand is your body is expelling a lot of hydration and you're going to be dehydrated. You need to. It's really, really important to keep your water intake high. It is so important. And don't just keep the water cut going. Truly. And vitamin C.
I would say, oh no, how was it for you both? So like I said, I was quite lucky. I had a very mild dose of it. Mine was just like a cold and then it went and I didn't even have that. Mine lasted a couple of days.
Yeah.
Kelly had it very, very bad.
Couldn't walk down the stairs. I could barely walk to get to the toilet. And I could hear the fluid on my lungs, you know, when you're breathing. And I could hear it. I point to this side because I had a lot of bubbles popping and I could hear the bubbles almost like if you're opening a Coke bottle and it was all popping and I could hear it. Was very out of breath.
Ivy said I've been having lots of ginger turmeric water, but I feel so sluggish and my sinuses are so bad. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I really do hope that clears for you quite quickly.
But the ginger, the turmeric and all of that, it's a deflammatory, anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
So it is very good for you. Keep the water going and all of that. But yeah, that's good what you're doing. I was like really, really sick and my uncle, bless him, came round. I had lost my appetite. I couldn't eat a thing. And Mark would make me one chipolata sausage and maybe bring me a little pot of filou. and we tried to get soup, right? But what I wanted was like a little clear consomme soup. How much trouble did you find?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Couldn't get any clear consomme soups. Nothing. All chunky soups and bits in it and all of that. But I was so sick, I didn't have an appetite. I could only drink. So all I wanted was just a clear soup, not a thick soup. But yeah.
Ivy, the other thing that I did watch a few YouTube videos on people that have had it, and they all said the same thing. They said after a few days they felt a little bit better, so they got up and started moving about, and they all said the same thing. Big mistake.
Yeah,
there'll be a point where you start to feel better. They said do not, whatever you do, exert yourself and try and go back into the other routine. You just won't be able to do it. Keep resting and resting. Even if you feel better, make sure you keep resting. As soon as you start then to do things, your energy levels will just drop again. So do look after yourself. Giselle, lovely to see you, but we're lovely to see you back. I know, and we really hope you do get better.
I hope you get better soon, you and your little one. Do you know what I mean? Somebody was talking to me today about, funnily enough, about COVID, and asked how long I was sick for, because I was sick for a long time. About 4 weeks, maybe 6. And then when I started to recover, because basically it was very gradual, so it got to the point where I was able to get from the bed and go to the bathroom, and then it got to the point where I was actually able to sort of have a shower properly without it being like a whole ordeal. And then I was able to walk downstairs, and I was able to walk back up the stairs, but there was times when I'd walk back upstairs and I was breathing like I had been smoking 40 cigarettes or something. My breath was really, really bad.
I could hear that. So when Kelly was walking, she's really gasping for air.
Yeah, I was really gasping.
I've said next time get Mark to boil some chicken bones, like drumsticks and wings, and water. Add ginger and turmeric and salt. Drink the soup from that. It's a well-known Indian remedy.
Oh wow! Wow! Thank you.
Charlie asked, which is the best place, Mark, if you won in England, that you would go? Which place would it be? Oh, so if I won a prize to go anywhere in England, that's tough. Where would I go?
You think on that, and I'm going to speak to Ivy about COVID.
All right, you do that.
So he's going to think about. So I was really sick, and then slowly, gradually, there was one point I said to Marco, let's go for a walk, because I'd been cooped up in the house for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something. And then we tried to go outside, and I literally could not walk to the end of the road. I had to come back again. I couldn't walk to the end of the road, and then I got slowly better. And then I thought I'd recovered. So 6 weeks later, I thought, oh, do you know what? It's all right. I'm feeling good. And then about a week or so after that, my hair started to fall out. Not loads of it, but clumps. I didn't go bald, but clumps were falling out.
You did in your temples.
Yeah, it was clumps.
So Ivy's asking, how long did it last, Kelly, the symptoms? Before we do that, though, I'll quickly ask Charlie. Charlie, that's a really good question. I live in London, so it probably wouldn't be London because I'm here already. I would probably go adventurous. I would probably go maybe check out Newcastle, because that's different. Probably Birmingham. I would have a little thing. Maybe somewhere I haven't been before. So I'm trying to think where I haven't been. Maybe I've been to Oxford and Cambridge, but we didn't stay in Cambridge long, so maybe Cambridge. And I would like to check out some places in Devon and Cornwall, especially Cornwall, because I've only been there once. So maybe St Ives in Cornwall, that would be mine. What about yourself? Anyway, so on the symptoms. How long did it last?
So the symptoms I had were, I had headaches. I actually made a list because I remember I had to say to work at the time what I was sick with, like diarrhea. Had a cough, but it wasn't a bad one. I had no appetite. Luckily for me, I could drink a lot of water. Because a lot of people didn't drink and suffered dehydration, because it takes all your nutrients and things like that. So a lot of people were suffering with B12 deficiency and things like that. So you got to be very careful.
You can get B12 supplements.
Yeah, and a lot of people afterwards though had to have B12 injections. Like my cousin had to have B12 injections. for a few weeks because it was really low. What else? I had headaches, and I remember really wanting to take tablets, but I wasn't sure which tablets I could take. Because because I rang, the NHS, and I rang my doctor, and they said, "Oh, no, you haven't. It doesn't sound like you've got it," and all of this type of stuff, and I could barely get out of bed and all of this type of
back
nonsense.
then, so when Kelly had it was slightly different because loss of smell and loss of taste weren't symptoms at the time. So bear in mind, the very first official COVID case at the time was recorded in February 2020, and you were sick in March 2020. So it was all brand new. Nobody knew the official symptoms. So you'd lost your sense of taste and sense of smell, but of course that they weren't symptoms at that time. So bear in mind, this is 2 years ago.
One morning I woke up and I went to brush my teeth. My toothpaste tasted funny, and I thought, does toothpaste go off? And I thought, oh, it must be off. It tasted like waxy and all of that. So I went and opened up another
you did,
tube of toothpaste. Now I felt fine, right, at the time. I felt a little bit worn down, stress at work, but I felt okay. So I brushed my teeth and I thought it must just be me. And at the time, I still didn't click, because at the time it wasn't a thing. You didn't know you lost taste and smell and things like that. And then, but I hadn't quite lost my taste, because I remember going out with a friend of mine to Wagamama's, and I ate, but I remember not feeling well. Like I had a blocked nose when I was eating the rice.
Yeah.
And then, as time went on, when I got really sick, everything to me tasted salty. Remember?
Yeah, you said.
Everything that I ate, Mark made me one lamb chipolata sausage, right? Small. Because that was about all I could eat, because he was worried, like, oh, you need to eat something. And it was so salty. And I said, did you add salt to this? He said, no, but everything tasted salty. Everything. My uncle came round and he made me a wonton soup. And I said, oh, can you not put any of the wontons in it? I just like one or two, and he must have put about 6 in there.
Oh my god, that's interesting. So Ivy said, oh my god, everything tastes so damn salty to me too. There you go. That's really interesting.
Everything was salty. So my advice to you is lots of water, at least a litre and a half. It would be better, but at least a litre a day. Because when I think back on it, I think maybe I tasted the saltiness in everything.
Yeah.
Was because I was dehydrated. So you're tasting salt.
Because they do say, they do say if you're dehydrated, your body will crave the salt. So they actually make it taste nicer. I think what they're saying, and again, we're not doctors.
We're not doctors.
But what they are saying is it's how COVID affects your brain. So that's how it's mistaking tastes for things. The truth of the matter is they don't know fully how COVID affects us.
We don't know.
And they've no idea the effects on long COVID for those people that have suffered it. However, you will find that as well. Lots of people have said, and they do believe that the way the COVID affects the brain affects the way you taste things. And that's why you're tasting things slightly differently, like either overtly salty or what had you.
But definitely liter, and I can't express enough how much you need water, because your body is you've got a fever. You may not feel feverish or whatever. I'm not sure what your symptoms are, but I remember having a fever, but it didn't last very long. My fever didn't last very long. But while you're in that fever, obviously you're dehydrated because your body's pushing out all the thing. But you still need to keep your water up, because even though in your mind you think, oh well, I don't feel feverish, I'm not thinking, your body's still expelling the water. You're still going to the toilet. And I remember when you were sick at one point, I remember giving you Diorolite.
Yeah, that was
I can't remember what you were sick
funny
with.
enough, the sickness is tied in with Charlie's thing. He said my place he's never been to was Newcastle. Now I was due to go to Newcastle a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Kelly went, but I couldn't go because I was sick as a dog. That was when you gave me the...
No, that was last year. You were sick last year.
We weren't going to Newcastle last year.
No, I know we weren't going to Newcastle.
Oh, no,
I don't know why you brought I don't know why you brought that in, but what I'm saying is you were sick last year.
Yeah. But when we were due to, that's why I never went to Newcastle, because I was supposed to go as well, but I was ill. I was
but that was ill. That time. I didn't give you Diorolite that time.
No, that was last year. Yeah.
Because I remember when I was ill, and that was in 2020. I made you get me Diorolite.
Yes, that was right.
Yeah, I made you get me Diorolite because obviously my body was pushing everything, was purging everything.
That's right. So yeah, mixing up. So last year I had food poisoning. That's why I had to
But was that? Yeah. And that's why I got you Diorolite. I knew you were sick last year.
Yeah, I had food poisoning. Yeah.
Because and I knew your body was purging. So normally when your body purges, you need to put back all the nutrients and things like that, and Diorolite sort of helps with that.
And Pav is saying that as well. Look after yourself and loved ones. Cherish every moment. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. That's so true.
Yeah.
Drink water always and regularly. It's really healthy. 70% of our body is water.
Is water, exactly.
Exactly.
You can't last 3 days without water.
That's true. Yeah. That's actually true. Yeah. That's as long as you can go. Apparently the body can go up to 60 days without food.
Without food, but water.
No.
Yeah, you can't go. Yeah, you need water. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, guys, we've been going for over 2 hours. It's been really good to see you all again as well. Thank you so much for everybody joining in the chat. We love chatting to you guys as well. Hence the reason those 2 hours just fly by.
They really do.
That is it from Mark and Kelly's Chips Trips for now, but we will be back Friday, 6 p.m. UK time, as we always do. We will look forward to seeing you then. Until then, as Pav says, do take care of yourself. Look after yourself. Ivy, I hope you get much better very soon. She's having a hot cup of tea at the moment. So treat yourself as well. Yes. And don't forget what Kelly was saying. And also as well, what the people on YouTube, the message coming out was that if you are starting to get better, make sure you don't push yourself as well. They all said the same thing. They said, I felt a bit better. I started to go out, and they said, big mistake.
Yeah.
So don't push yourself. Do check out Charlie's videos. He's talking about the Big Ben clock in London, with one of his best videos. So do check that out. Guys, take care. We will look forward to seeing you on Friday. For those of you who can make it, we will be back then. Until then, stay safe. And remember, you're never too old to have fun. Bye for now.
Bye for now.